All right. Yeah. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening, Doc.
Good evening, Doc.
Yeah. So, as we did yesterday, let's hear what you remember from yesterday's session and anything you think you need to share with us. So, as usual, you raise your hand and then I call you and then you talk. Uh, Mr. Dubroni, your hand is up.
Yes, Doc. Yes, Doc. So, among the things that I learned and I remember from yesterday's session is that AI is a kind of what you put in is what you get. The quality of response you receive from AI depends on the quality of prompts that you put in, and that AI is natural. It responds to what you say, not exactly what you mean or what you expect from it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Who is next? Please, let's be fast so that we can do more today. Yes, who is speaking next? I don't remember anything from yesterday's session. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, Doc. Can I say something?
Yeah,
It's Peter.
let's hear Peter.
Okay. Yesterday, I came to understand properly the concept of training the AI.
Okay.
That in all our interactions, however we write our prompts, however we write some of the questions, and all that, tells the AI how we think, how we like stuff. And that is the training we give to the AI. And also when we fill in the blank, so to speak, where we have the personalization, the things we write about ourselves informs the AI how exactly to interact with us. Then I remember that during my interaction, sometimes the AI gives me two alternatives, and asks me which response I prefer. I'll be choosing it. So yesterday's lesson made me understand that those alternatives or those chances has been given me are what it is using to train itself so that it knows exactly how to approach it when it has to give me information.
All right. Thank you. Who is next? Those who just joined, we are recapping on what we did yesterday. So if you have something you still remember, let's hear you.
Okay, so this is Naomi. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so yesterday I learned about prompt engineering and the
Okay.
fact that it has to do with being specific with what you want AI to do for you. And so for me, something came to mind that then it means that AI is not for the unintelligent, it is for the intelligent, because you should be more intelligent than the AI to make it do what you want it to do for you. And that is why I think that those who are not very conversant with using it would use it to do something, and immediately you know that no, this is AI. Because then they don't give it the right prompt or they don't give it the right information to make it produce what is right. And yesterday, interestingly, I work with languages too, so I had to send a message and I wanted to translate. And then we have an app that the company has that we use. And then usually when you do translation and it is not human done, you will always know. So because some of the things that it will, for instance, we had this word boating, and then it translated into French like boat and then eng. Exactly. So you know that no, AI can never surpass human reasoning and human understanding because it was just taking the words and translating. It makes sense where it had to, but I didn't know that boating is a name and not boat as a things. And then so that makes more sense to say that we should be able to control AI and we should be able to make AI serve us and not the other way around with the fear that one day we shut down or one day to overtake us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam Superintendent. I like the part that you said the AI is for the intelligent and not the unintelligent. This is where people get it wrong. If you don't know what you are about, the AI cannot tell you what you have to get. You must instruct the AI before you get what you want. And if you don't know it, the AI will not know what you want in your head. So this is to tell us that those school of thought that says AI will make us unintelligent and redundant, lazy in thinking and all those that they actually don't have the basis of what we have now. And that is why they are concluding on that. Thank you. Next person, please. We have about 2 minutes to wrap up.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Kumar.
Yes, sir. Yes, Doc. What I learned yesterday was that we need to help IA in order to IA to be able to help us or help me, because if I realize that if I'm not well informed about the research that I'm doing, I will not be able to ask the right questions. So AI will be able to help when you are well conversant and then know where you are going, then he can actually lead you to your right destination. So AI help those who actually help AI to be able to arrive at your desired information. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think we'll bring this session to close and then zoom into action. Dr. Boyson, are you around?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Can we start?
Yes. So we we're going to graduate from what we did yesterday, just to let you know that now people are chasing us for manuals. So the current manual that has been created for sanitation and then environment, and it comes with a chatbot. So this is what you see. Dr. Martin, this is not your area, is it? So I did this with Professor Idrisu, who resides in the US, and we were blessed to have the wife, who is a professor in environmental and sanitation. That's Mariam Yakubu, Associate Professor of Practice and Coordinator, BSc. So she wrote the foreword for us. So it's the Greater Accra Regional Coordinating Council that requested for this. So back to, and there are more of these that is under our shelves. I mean, you'll see them. It's an interesting trend: intelligence beyond prompts, intelligence orchestration for environment, and sanitation governance. And so it has close to about 1,000 prompts from end-to-end sanitation. It has, and these prompts are in the region of advanced prompt and then intelligence orchestration. So it's just a copy and paste. So whoever gets this gets a chatbot to implement as well. Right. So yesterday, we were able to conceptualize and understand what prompt engineering, and for me, yesterday was a very good. You see, there are some who are here, like the likes of Frank Ade, Dr. Boateng himself, and then Faraday and others. They have done prompt engineering. In fact, some of them are rather teaching. But when we break these things down into what we came to understand yesterday, then what it means is that whilst you put in prompt in your head, you are thinking of how it is processing. You are thinking of how, I mean, these texts are turned into tokens, and then the AI is using probabilistic, prediction to predict the next word, right? In that, manner. So once you have this at the back of your mind, if you are dealing with a model and it gives you any data which is not verifiable, you should be able to know. There's a bit where you want the AI to just do some sort of brainstorming. It will do it for you. And that one, you're allowing the AI to assess its whole data set and give you something interesting out of it. But when you are really using real data, I was doing some work for Dr. Ntiamwa today. If you're using real data, then the AI is going to depend on that data and then apply the intelligence that we need for that particular project. So I need you to have this at the back of your mind. Even though we are moving to intelligence orchestration, your foundation is into prompt engineering. So today, which is day 3, I'm handling. I took time yesterday to do those things, but we'll move a little bit faster. Dr. Boateng will take the intermediate and advanced prompt. So there's something we call the large language models, and I know some of you know what it is. But when we say large language models, a typical example is the ChatGPT that we're using. It's a large language model platform. And we would want to understand what it is. So when we are working with it, we know what we are doing. So what are large language models? The large means that we have billions or trillions of parameters powering the system. We have billions and trillions of parameters that is powering the system. The language is designed to work with text and speech patterns, right? And the models are mathematical systems trained on vast data. So when we combine the three, what are we saying? We are saying that LLMs don't store knowledge like a library. They don't. They store patterns of language, learning how words relate, sentence flow, argument structure, and questions get answered. So that is the work of ChatGPT, Claude, and all the large language model. All right, let me rewind. This one for me, it's very important. So if you become a prompt engineer, intelligent orchestrator, and you're using large language model, at the back of your mind, you know that the system doesn't store the data. It doesn't. That's not what I know. We try to put some of the issues in memory. GPT 5 point, it started with 4.0, which you can put something in memory, but it generally doesn't store, information. But when we say billions and trillions of parameters powering the system, what do we mean? What does that mean? Can someone just query the GPT and ask that when we say billion and trillions of parameters powering system, what does it mean? Can someone do this for us? I just want you to be involved in what we are doing. So anyone?
The billions and trillions of parameters, what?
Yeah. Ask that, what does it mean? Do you understand? When we say billions and trillions of parameters powering the system, what does it mean? Because I know that statement I made. Please, do you understand that statement? Do you understand?
No, please, but I think
I know you don't
the
understand. That's
chat.
why I want us to I want us to
Okay,
delve into it. Yeah.
okay. What does billions and trillions of parameters mean? That was the question I gave.
Yes. So put it
Then
in
it's giving
ChatGPT.
me,
Put it there and then ask, what does
yes,
this mean?
I've already
Yeah.
entered. It
It
says,
says,
great question. This is one of those phrases that sounds like a sci-fi until it's quietly clicks. What are parameters anyway? Think of an AI model as a very large brain made of adjustable knobs. One, each parameter is one tiny knob and numerical weight. Two, during training, the model turns this knob up or down. Three, the goal is to learn patterns in language,
okay,
grammar,
let's do
meaning.
this. But let's do this. It's good when you are doing this, you share your screen so we know what you're doing. I hope you understand. So I want to give you the
Yes,
opportunity
please.
to share the screen.
Sorry, I'm using a side tablet for that.
Oh, okay. Who can help us? Who can answer that? Put that question in there so we can share the screen. Who can do that for us? Hello. We don't have anyone.
Doc, please a moment too.
Yeah. Does it mean that some of you are just listening? It's dangerous.
Doc, please give me the question. Let me.
So what I said, this is the question, is on the screen. When we say, okay, I just want to put this in.
Okay, so can you see my screen, please?
Okay, let me go off. You can share your screen now.
Okay, so I've shared my screen.
So let's try, and when I'm doing anything, try and replicate the same thing. So let's go. Make it a little bit bigger.
Is this okay?
Yeah, and then do Control plus, and then plus, the plus, Control and
Okay.
plus. Yeah, a little bit more, once more. Super.
Okay.
All right. So read to our understanding. Yeah.
Okay, it says that great question, Naomi. What is the key idea behind how this is a key idea behind how AI like ChatGPT like ChatGPT works. Let's break it down simply and intuitively. No technical background needed. What are parameters in simple terms? Think of parameters as the adjustable knobs or settings inside an AI brain.
No. Pause. Think of parameters as the adjustable what? Knobs or settings inside an AI brain. Let it sink. Think of parameters as an adjustable knobs. All right? Or settings inside an AI's what? Brain. Maybe you have some settings. You have maybe a speed limit of 20, 30, 40, 50. You see your speedometer. You get it. You can adjust it. You can go more, you can go less. Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so what are parameters?
From
So
each
each parameter is a number.
Each parameter is a number. Okay, go ahead.
So that number controls how strongly one piece of information influences another in human terms.
Fantastic. So that number, each parameter is a number like 1 or 2. And that number controls how strongly one piece of information influences the other. Right? So let's go.
So in human terms, if your brain had settings like how much do I associate with dollars, those settings would be like parameters.
Okay, if your brain has settings like how much do I, you've gone Apple. You've gone now. How much do I
Associate brain with umbrellas.
Umbrellas?
Yeah.
Those settings will be what? Parameters.
Would be like
Okay, so
parameters.
let's go ahead. Why are there millions of billions
Are
of
there
them?
millions or billions of them? Language is extremely complex. To understand and generate language, the AI must learn grammar, meaning, context, tone, facts, relationships between words and ideas. Each more relationship needs its own setting or parameter. So,
Hello. Just pause. Each small relationship needs its own settings or parameters.
yes, please.
Okay, so let's go.
So, millions of parameters as basic patterns, then billions of parameters, very rich understanding of language, nuance, and context. More parameters equals more capacity to learn patterns. Okay, helpful analogy, brain analogy, neurons as units, synapses or connections is where learning happens. Strength of each connection is like a parameter. The human brain has trillions of connections. AI uses parameters to imitate this idea mathematically. Radio or music mixer analogy. Imagine a huge sound mixer with billions of sliders. One slider affects tone, another affects rhythm, another affects meaning, another affects context. Together, they create clear music, good responses.
Okay. So I believe that this makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can go off.
I can go.
Yeah. You want to say something?
No, I think that's how I would go.
Okay. So you can just unshare your screen. Or I can as well do same.
Okay, stop share. Okay, I've seen. Okay,
All right.
sure.
So there's a reason I'm taking my time on these areas. There's a very good reason why. So now you understand large language models, right? It makes sense, isn't it? So anytime you are thinking of ChatGPT, Claude, have this at the back of your mind. Now, traditional software versus the LLMs, traditional softwares are fixed. Like if you are using maybe Microsoft Word, or it is not dynamic, it doesn't add anything. Now they are trying to infuse AI into it, but they are fixed. Large language models uses what? Probabilities, right? It's able to predict what will happen next based on how it is trained. So if X happens, do Y. And this is deterministic behavior. You can determine the behavior and predictable what outcome. So if you are doing regression analysis and you put your data inside, it is easy for you to just click and it uses that same data to produce the outcome, for you. For large language models, it uses probabilities, it generates output dynamically, not static, right? Dynamically. So it's not any time that if X happens, do Y. It could be if X happen, do Y and Z, or introduce A, B. It could be anything. And this is non-deterministic because it has a lot of variations in there. And this one is also able to adapt to what context. Now, there's something that is going on. Whilst we're doing prompt engineering, some people are also doing what they call context engineering. And context engineering simply means that you are playing using what? The context. Okay. So the context, more context you produce, the more you're able to prime the AI. Priming means that refining, the prompt that you're using. So example, if temperature is less than 30 degrees Celsius, turn on the fan. But for large language model, it will say interpret meaning, generate responses, adapt what continuously. And this fundamental difference makes LLM flexible and powerful, but also unpredictable. So people will be asking, like Google, somebody asks Google and ChatGPT, they are not the same. One is deterministic. That data that is there, is what it gives to you. One takes the data because it's been trained on patterns and and parameters, and that is able to predict. But the answer it will give you today, tomorrow might be different. It might not give you the same answer, but it will give you the same context. If the same context remains as it is, and there is no new data that has been added, and that's what this becomes dynamic. These are some of the LLMs that you guys can leverage on. So we have the ChatGPT as one, which is developed by OpenAI. The core strength is for reasoning and writing and what? Analysis. I've used it to do so many things. You can use to do very high-end analysis. Neural network, you can use this to do GMM, general moment method. You can use it to do very high, analysis, prediction, and all that. And it is research and business You can use it. ChatGPT, it does well when it comes to coding, right? Claude is also very good in terms of giving structure, but ChatGPT is very good when it comes to coding. I know that other AIs also do that, but GPT, when you prompt it well, it will help you. Then Claude, Anthropic is very good, but it also has long context and then safety. Claude, people like the style it uses to write. It minimizes the AI detection and all that. And it's good when you want to write long essay. And we say that the primary use is for legal policy and document. You see that they didn't say that Claude is good for research, right? You see its area. So if you want to use a model, it's very important that you understand what that model represents. Then we have Gemini. Gemini for Google is used for multimodal search, data analysis, and more importantly, videos. And then we have Grok for Elon Musk, that is XAI. It's used for real-time info, news, social trends. Basically, that's one. And I see people using Claude in writing thesis. You get it. You've gotten it wrong. I mean, it will give you something, but it is not research biased. Okay. DeepSeek China coding, right? That's the strength, and mathematics. All right. And more into engineering. Okay. So if you want to use DeepSeek very well, engineering parameters, I mean, it's going to help you very well. And you see that it is the primary use is specific. Okay. Then we have the LN AMA, which is Meta, developed by Meta. It's an open source thing and it's used for custom AI systems. So you want to build your own custom AI systems, you can use this one. And the Mistral, which is done by Mistral AI, is lightweight and then fast, but on device what AI. You could put it on any device. So each model has different strengths, training data, biases, and limitation. Choosing the right model or the right task is part of the intelligence orchestration. Do you get that statement? That is part of the intelligent orchestration. So how are these LLMs trained? All right. So the phase one of they have what we call the pre-training. Okay. Here, model learns from books, website, code, research, papers, and conversation. Now, when people are saying that the AI, what you did is AI,
Yes,
the books, who wrote the books? Whose information is on the website? Who is learning from who? Is AI learning from us or we are learning from AI?
AI is learning from us.
AI is learning from us, and then we'll
So
teach
now
us.
you see that we get it wrong. Right? And then to the extent that people even go ahead and talk about plagiarism. Me, I've written papers online. Somebody goes and say that use Dr. Boyce's style and he writes something. And then they give that to the AI because the AI has learned how I write. Can you imagine? Okay. So in the first place, we've gotten the whole thing wrong. And then let's also stop this, that you produce something and then somebody said, I did it 100% AI. AI doesn't do anything. AI, in fact, cannot do anything. Somebody has to prompt it.
That thing is annoying and frustrating, Doc.
Sorry?
I'm saying those comments are annoying and frustrating.
The AI didn't do anything. And it's a human being that did it. It is the same as those times when internet came, right? When you go to Google and you search something, and they say you pick it from the internet. Really? Why can't you go and search for the same thing? Right? So just observe those who say it is AI, it is AI. There are people who are always afraid of their space. Okay? That the space will be disrupted. Okay? But everybody copies. All the thesis that we do, we all copied. True or false? Everybody copies. Everyone. Do we have originality anywhere? There's nothing new under the sun. Is there any? Everyone copies. Let me tell you, those who did their PhD some 20 years ago, I swear to God, if we were doing PhD this time, they wouldn't have finished. The people who are doing it right now, Charlie, the neck pressing will be small. You go sit somewhere, type something, self, they say, the 1018 says it be somebody you want. It was your own text you type, but they say it belongs to someone. Those times we didn't have 1018 and all those things. If they like, they should go and bring their thesis. Let's run it and see. Some of them you get 100%. They were copying, nobody cared. So those who are actually doing PhD, masters, and whatever this time, they are struggling. You get it? Because you would really have to, in the age of artificial intelligence, they think it's that easy. Whilst you are dealing with Turnitin, there's also AI plagiarism tests that people have introduced. In fact, some of the universities have quashed this thing. They call it nonsense, right? They've quashed it. And Turnitin itself is an AI-generated platform. Right? Turnitin. Naomi, I'll recognize it. Turnitin is an AI-generated platform. Right? Quillboot is AI. Quillboot came before OpenAI came. Now they say that Quillboot is plagiarizing. So people who went and sat somewhere, they say they have developed an anti-AI this thing. How can AI be checking AI? Do you get it? And then the lecturers say that the students are copying because you didn't ask sensible questions. If you did, students won't copy. Because the question I'll give you will not get the answer anywhere. To say that you will go and copy somewhere, it's application. You have to be on the field. If I told you that I want you to go to the port and collect data, all right? You are going to do short interview 20 people about the clearance process and give some parameters. And then you come and analyze. Do you think you can copy? Do you think the student can copy? But you are there, you say the student should discuss the advantages and disadvantages. What kind of nonsense is that? Discuss with who? And that's what we have been doing. And when advantages and disadvantages, how useful is that to the real work? Nothing. And our parents waste money. And then when we finish, you realize that most of the guys who are come out of the university, it is either their natural gift or they learn some trade, which they are actually advancing. And what they are doing have nothing to do with, their profession. And we need to be very careful about that. Now, your hand is up.
Thank you. I think that doing this class vis-a-vis what I knew at first, I have realized that those who are criticizing AI may be doing it maybe because of something that is happening. For instance, I was saying that yesterday, I did something in English. I could do the translation to French myself, but I said, okay, let me copy and paste because there's an app that does it. Now, when the app does it for you, because like I said, it doesn't know that maybe Boateng is a name. It broke it into boats and then int and then try to translate it like that. What happens with students is that after they have fed in, like you said, AI will sometimes hallucinate. They won't go back and do the correction. Because if I gave you translation to do and you gave me what it produced, I'll tell you it's AI because if you are a Ghanaian, you should know Boateng is a name and not a boat and then ENG. So I think that is what made lecturers or teachers dislike AI because students do it and instead of going through it and removing the hallucinations or even giving it the right prompt, they do not. And then they take it just as it has given them and produce it to the lecturer. and that makes it annoying. So maybe sometimes, like I said, AI is not for the unintelligent. You should know what you want, so that when you ask AI and it doesn't give you what you want or what the lecturer wants, you can, with the help of AI, give back to the lecturer what is meaningful and what makes sense. Then this whole dislike for AI would be helpful. That's what I think.
Naomi, let me just engage you in this. Don't you think the problem is that the guy didn't ask sensible questions in the age of AI? And that's why students can copy and request for answers. That the problem is not the student, it's the questioner. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there are lecturers who give assignments and they ask even the student to use ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time you finish the answer and put it on Word document, what kind of behavior, you understand? You would have gone through.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue is not with the student. You see, the lecturers are not aware that in this age, you can still be telling students that discuss four advantages of this and all that. That we have passed that stage. All right. We are more on experiential learning, where you help students to interact with the model, but he himself, he doesn't understand how to use, the model. So he
That's
still
the problem.
uses his archive to take questions, last year or last 2 years question, and then will still give to the student. You understand? And the student will copy it and put it on what? ChatGPT. And then you have not asked. The problem is the questioner. In this age, when you ask those questions, you have an issue. So like I was telling you, I use, AI to supervise students. I use it to supervise students. And when I give an assignment, I tell them to use either Claude or Gemini. I tell them to use it. And when they come and present the output to me, and they would have told you that what you took them through, what the assignment took them through, they had learned something. And I challenged one lecturer, and it turned out that he was not teaching well. The issue was not them. And I tell people, if students give you the output and you complain that it's AI generated, check your question. It's not the student.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lecturer. It's not, it can never be the student. Students will always want the easier way. But if they know that their intellect can be trained so that they can assimilate things and then understand things quickly, they will do that. You understand? They will do, just as AI likes the lazy approach, so a student, okay, is the same thing. So I just want us to have this at the back of our mind. The problem in our educational system is not the student. We are not asking the right questions. And of course, when we use the same questions that we are asking, discuss, explain, and do that, I don't know what that does for us. I don't know whether what you did at school, Naomi, is what you are using now. It never works that way. It means that we wasted our time. They don't like this when I say it, but that's the truth. So the first phase is pre-training, where this data, papers, it predicts next words with no human supervision. So this is the pre-training. Then we have the fine-tuning training, that's the phase 2, that the human trainers rate output. So the AI is able to do a certain task, maybe write an essay, then they rate it. They correct the mistakes and they improve what? Safety, and teaches better responses and politeness. So the AI responded to, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. And how are you doing too? At first, 3.5 will not ask you how have been your day. But 5.2 is asking that and goes ahead, like we saw yesterday, that do you have any tasks you want me to execute? Right? So that is it. And then the third one is the reinforcement learning from what? Human feedback. All right. Human ranks answers and choose best output. That is what we are doing. All right. With the thumbs up and thumbs down. Have you seen it? Hello, are you guys there? The thumbs up and the thumbs down. You remember I showed you
Yes,
yesterday.
we are.
Yes,
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 yeah.
sir.
Who doesn't know what I'm talking about? So
using it.
this one times good response and what? Bad response. Have you seen it?
Yes.
Have you seen it? This one. Because they cannot do this every day. So that's what helps them. Reinforcement, human feedback answer. That's why I told you that some of these things help. And then see, when you ask the AI to do something, and if you want to get the best output of the AI, let me give you an example. If I ask the AI, if I ask the AI to, for instance, explain something to me, or is it, the thing is not loading, is there any problem? Okay, so if I say, explain the concept of large language model in AI, right? There's a problem. Let me see. Just want to see if my internet is on. Okay, I wanted to ask to practice some. Just a minute, let me see. So can someone share his or her screen? I want us to start on. Can someone share his or her screen? Can you hear me?
Yes, please, we can hear you.
Hey,
Just
is
a minute.
Naomi the only person in class today? Okay, I thought that the internet was.
Is it okay, please?
Yeah, okay. So that's what I want you to. Naomi, can you make
Yes.
it? No. I mean,
Big
no, enlarge it. Click on the
Control plus.
restore button at the top there
Okay.
to fill the screen.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, please go down. Okay, go down, go to use the arrow, click, and then to go to the last. Okay. Now just click on the arrow. When you click it, it's off.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I want you to do. Say excellent response. Excellent response. Then enter and see the response, what it's going to tell you.
Thank you so much, Naomi. I'm really glad it helped that and that you found it clear. You are asking excellent foundation questions, the kind that lead to strong understanding, especially for prompt engineering and AI literacy. Whenever you are ready, we can build from this to how prompts interact with parameters, practice writing better prompts step by step, or explore AI concepts using simple analogies like this. Just let me know what you would like to learn next.
So for the fact that Naomi said, gave that response, that is what we call reinforcement what? Learning. Reinforcement learning from human feedback. Have you seen it? So this feedback trains the model. So it knows that the model keeps that as what? One of the best what responses. And could even use it to apply for other systems because it's been trained, okay, on that. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted you to. So please, you can go off.
I can stop sharing.
So we've been able to know how these models are trained, okay? So you could train on any data set, and we have critical limitation for the LLM. No truth understanding. LLM cannot distinguish truth from what? Plausible sounding falsehood. It doesn't do that. It's based on what the human being tells it. So, Naomi, what you put in and you said excellent. If it was wrong, it takes it as what? Correct. There is nothing like verifying what the truth is. Does that make sense? So that is a limitation. And that is why sometimes the AI can be misleading. It's based on what it has been trained on and cannot verify fact. In itself, it cannot verify fact. Because it has no built-in fact checking. It doesn't have that. The VPF has. Okay, it doesn't. So fact checking mechanism exists. No built-in fast checking mechanism exists in the model. Hallucination risks. Models can generate confident power, but completely fabricated information. Are you guys in there? Are you there? I know this part you didn't know. You trusted the AI too much, right? You didn't know this. Yes, but I need to let you know this. So you be very conscious when you're using the model. But there are solutions to this. And that's why you are training as prompt what? Engineer. Okay? So model can be confident.
So
A very nice text. Very nice text. Yes, go ahead.
When they say completely fabricated, is it related to the open source AI and all of that? For example, if I enroll to use a particular AI tool that will help me do a project or work on something, would that also, the response that I'm getting, would that also lead to fabricated information or
They are all part of the
because
LLM. They are all part of the
okay,
LLMs. All the models we are using are all LLMs, right? They
okay.
are all
I
large
was
language.
thinking since it's somebody's tool that has been developed to help, maybe, for example, you need a tool to help you write a business plan. Because it's somebody's AI platform, just like, for example, you have the VPF, I was thinking maybe they also have something that can do or perform the fact checking. Or
No,
they are all
all large language models doesn't have fact checking.
okay. Okay.
They all doesn't have fact checking. And that is why you would have to, train on the data. That's why you have to use your prompting to do the fact checking for yourself, right? To do that. I'm
And
opening your
so
mind to this so that you are.
so the other question too is if you come across an AI platform, how will you know it's LLMS or it's a different one that will probably have fact checking? Or
Oh,
there's nothing like that.
yeah, but you can ask. When you go there, you can ask the AI, who are you?
Okay.
You can just ask. You don't need to worry yourself. Ask that, who are you and what can you do? It will tell you.
Okay.
You understand? What are your strengths and weaknesses? Any model you see, right? And
Okay.
you can ask, are you a large language model? It will tell you. Even
Okay.
if those who did the advert they have misled you, this one will tell you the truth. You understand? The model itself will tell you the truth. But I just want you to know this. But even in spite of this, the same model we are using in our health delivery, isn't it? That robots are doing operation and other things with 99% precision because they are trained, do you understand, over time with verifiable what? Data. Thank God we have the data there, and when we want to fact check, we can always what? Fact check on it. So take note, no truth understanding cannot verify fact, hallucination risks, training bias, right? Reflect biases present in the training data and human feedback. The data, we didn't train the data, the initial model, all right? How it behaves. So I was talking about data colonization, right? The AI having Western supremacist, mindset, okay? Which is, very dangerous for us if we import those models. And then no real-time data cannot assess current what? Assess current information unless explicitly connected. And that is why in the VPF, when I'm doing whatever I want to do, I tap into satellite data and I'm able to get what I want. Okay. So all these things you have to do through what? Prompting. So that is why prompt design, listen, see here. That is why prompt design, validation, and orchestration matter. Do you get it? That is why these things matter. It means that it is your responsibility to make sure LLM distinguish between the truth. All right? It's your responsibility through prompt to verify what? Fact. It is, your responsibility to ensure that you don't give vague prompts so that the AI will not hallucinate. It is your responsibility to ensure that this model is blocked from what? Western biases. And it is your responsibility if you want to use real-time data to make sure you can have access to it. Doesn't make sense, right? And that's why I think that these things are very, very important. So you leave here today with a different mindset. And yesterday we did what is prompt. And then I think you shared something that was very good. An autonomy of prompt, of a powerful prompt. A powerful prompt has a role, it has a task, it has context, it has constraint, it has what? Output, okay? The task define what you want the AI to do. The role define what the AI, you want the AI to do. The task specify who needs to do what needs to be done, and the context provide relevant background information. And then you set boundaries for your constraints and requirements, right? What it should do and it is through the constraints that you restrict and then you direct which data set you want to be used, okay? And how you want the thing to work. And then you define the output, define how results should be structured. So example, you are a public policy analyst, write a 500-word policy brief on what? AI regulation in Ghana. Use simple language and provide 3 recommendations, format in bulleted what? Or bullet what point. You see, straight. All right, you're a policy analyst, role. Write 5,000 words, tax. Do you understand? Use simple language, context. Provide 3, even write the 500-word, provide brief on AI regulation in Ghana. It factors what? The context, right? And the constraint is that use simple language, provide 3 recommendations, for format, bullet format. And that is it. You should, you guys should pay particular attention to this. So this is what I want to do. I don't know why this thing is. Okay. Sammy, your hand is up.
Yes, thank you. My challenge from going through several of how they say
Hello.
use do 500 words or 5,000 words. how, if you are looking for information, how do you decide how many words will be sufficient for what you want to present? For
Oh,
instance, you say 500, but will 500 be sufficient for what you want?
no, for this example, that's what the person wants, but you might decide to do something else, not essentially 500 words. You might want 1,000 words. For instance, if I'm writing to my Joy Online, I want to write an article at that place. I may say I want 8,000 words, but it is structure it in a certain manner. Okay? Because the model cannot give me 8,000 words at a go. Okay, so I may ask it to do certain things in addition. I want to just connect my other laptop so that I'll do one practice and then hand over to Dr. Boateng so that he would have time to take you through the intermediate. But I want to demonstrate how these prompts, work. Or let me check if I can. This one can help me. Let me see if I have Chrome here. So please, if you have any question, you can ask. I'm just setting up. I want to take you through. Who has a project he wants us to work on? Any project? Hey, project two, nobody get project. Then why are you guys here? You don't get project.
We are thinking about it.
You're not thinking about it. Okay, no problem.
I have some, but for some weird reason, my machine is slow.
Somebody will steal it.
Look, I've raised my hand. Yes, Isaac.
Yes. Do you have any?
I am developing a standard operating procedure for a community pharmacy in Ghana.
Okay, you are developing what?
Standard operating procedure.
An SOP.
SOP, exactly.
Okay.
For community pharmacy. Yeah.
Community pharmacy in Ghana.
Pharmacy. Yes, please.
Okay. Let me do this. So you are developing an SOP.
SOP.
For community what?
Pharmacy.
In Ghana.
Yes, please.
Okay. So let me do this so that you people tell me that I've been using my robot. So you see my laptop, my other laptop. Have you seen it?
Yes, please.
Yes.
You guys have seen it, yes? So I'm going to dictate and that's so I can copy this prompt and share it with you so we can all work with it. So I'm going to dictate an example prompt. Dr. Boateng is going to take you through that. But I want to give you a typical example of a prompt that you would want to, use. So you said a community what? Pharmacist. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I want you to play the role of a community pharmacist. In Ghana, specifically, which area? I'll be asking you questions.
Pharmaceutical.
I'll be asking you questions. So where?
That's fine. That's fine.
Where do you community pharmacists
Well,
where?
I have shops in Accra and Western region, was a Kropon, about the Mansa Memphis.
Say Ghana. Yeah,
So
Ghana.
which regions?
Greater Accra and Western.
Okay.
Doc, I think he is being consulted to do the SOP for the pharmacy.
No, I don't have any problem with that. I just want us to use it as a.
I'm developing it for my shops.
Okay, so I want you to ask us an astute community pharmacist, in Ghana, and specifically very conversant with the regions of Greater Accra and where else?
Western.
And Western region. Your task is to develop a comprehensive SOP. The SOP is related to what? Let me get the context so that it's easy for me to flow.
That operating procedure.
In what? Where? For what?
Well,
So,
community.
SOP for what?
Yeah. Is it
SOP is supposed to be a
is it
guideline
for the operation of the shops?
Yes, please. No, for the
or
operation
the
of the shop.
manufacturing
So
of
that
drugs.
when I receive stock, what do I need to do? When I close, what do I need to do? So when somebody buys,
Boss, relax.
hello?
Let's take it one after the other. The SOP is for what? Is it for the operation of the operation of the
operation of the pharmacy?
Operation of the pharmacy. And you say, for example, how drugs
Received.
are sourced,
Yeah.
received.
You see, your initial prompting to Doc was wrong. You are not giving details.
Are sourced, received, administered. Instead, stocks are managed, etc.
Expiry, stocks are managed.
They will all be part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Opening and closure procedures and all that.
Opening and what?
Closing procedures.
And
if you are opening the shop, what do you do? If you are closing, what do you do?
Closure procedures. Okay. So I want you to act as an astute community pharmacist, very conversant with the regions of Greater Accra and Western region. Your role is to develop an end-to-end standard operating procedures to help to manage pharmacies in these areas. And as part of the details in the operating procedures, we are looking at the end-to-end process, how materials are sourced or drugs are sourced, how they are received, how they are managed, how they are administered, and then also the closures, the opening and the closing procedures. In addition, as as an astute pharmacist, use high standards and ensure that these SOPs are written in clear, language, professional language that users can just pick and get tasks executed. It should be written in a verifiable and also factual, data-backed. At the end of this 5,000 worded SOP, you should be able to provide a bibliography to show the sources of some of this information. Imagine you are writing this SOP for the stakeholders, including not just the users, but the managers or the owners of these pharmacies, and also policymakers within the industry, as well as the industry players, and then the regulators. It should be written in such a manner that, for example, if there is an audit that has to be conducted, they will recognize that, there is a standard operating procedure that guides administrators or those who administer drugs and all that to be able to do their work in order. For example, ISO standards require SOPs to do some of these things. Also, remember that since the target audience for this SOP is for the stakeholders, ensure that these SOPs are not just written in a manner to just satisfy a certain requirement, but it is written in a manner that will be usable, as stated earlier. What I do not want you to do is that, one, if you don't understand anything, if you're accessing data and you are unsure about the source of the data, do not imagine. Just prompt me to provide that data. You are also to ensure that you desist from using fake, unverifiable data and data that, does not relate to the operation within the enclave of pharmaceutical agencies. I wish you well, and remember that you are in charge. So I want to generate the text and then we will refine it and take it out. I pray that all that I've written, I'll get the voice out. So let's see if, okay. I think I'm to a large extent successful. All right, so that's what says. I'm waiting for my WhatsApp so that I can send it to you guys. All right, so that is it. I have the text here. What I also want to add here is that before it writes, oh, boss, somebody have started saying, I'm saying that it's dangerous to share prompt. Who is saying he wants the prompt? I've seen the message, Mark. Is it a mark I know?
Yeah,
Is it Mark Catfish?
yeah, it's me.
Well, by Max, you are a champion prompt engineer. What do you need this for?
Oh, you see, with
We
the
want,
new
we
place,
want it for practice.
yeah.
You need it for
So
what?
currently, yeah,
For
we need it.
practice.
We need it for practice in my office there. Currently, we're also working on developing an SOP and some other procurement documents and things. So I think if I use it as a reference, it would help.
Okay, so Dr. Batu will take you through this, but I want to draw your attention to something. Dr. Batu, you start at 8, you have 1 hour, for your section. I'm just, the WhatsApp is just delaying so that I can post it here. The Zoom is also on let me see. Okay, I can join the Zoom here. So you people, it was not a robot that dictated, isn't it? It's a human being. Okay, so oh. So Dr. Watson, are you there? They say I'm signing out. No, okay. Are you there, Dr. Watson?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just want to know if I'm logging in with a different device. How is this thing taking? Okay, so once I put it on I'll put it on your page, the intelligence, and someone should copy it, and the person should share his or her screen so that we can, and we'll try to also get it also here as well. Okay, good. So can somebody say hi on that platform, the WhatsApp platform? Can someone just say hi?
Please, I have.
Okay. So we have the raw prompt. Is that you said hi? Can you do that again, please?
Please, I have.
Okay, let me see if I can get Dr.
It is on the 2026 Intelligence Orchestration platform.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Have you said hi on it?
There have been several people saying hi.
About 5 people have said
My
hi.
WhatsApp is now loading. That's why.
Mm.
Max, are you here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Max. I'm talking about Max.
Mark.
Okay, 2026. All right. Have you guys seen it? I've just pasted it on the 2026 platform. Have you seen it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so someone should copy, and then can someone share your screen? And then let's copy in there, and then let's watch. Otherwise, I can also do. Yeah.
So please, I've shared my screen.
Okay. All right. So go to where you say I want to. No, at the top, at the top.
Yeah.
And then please press on shift. Press on shift.
Shift.
Okay. No, before that, you come down. Come down. Let me add something to it. Come down to the last sentence. Full stop. So type before you start the whole project. First generate a comprehensive outline. First generate a comprehensive outline and prompt me. Why? All of a sudden you are typing in caps. And prompt me to ask you to write.
Okay.
Write in sections.
In sections.
Beginning with the first section. Sequentially. Beginning with the first section. Sequentially until all sections are completed. Okay. Now, there are some words we have used here. One is you are in charge. Have you seen it?
Yes, please.
You are in charge. Have you seen it? Okay.
You in charge.
We have done now.
Do we have to add his company or his business name so that?
I mean, if he wants to do that, that's fine. But not
Okay.
at this level, at the training. So go up, go
Okay.
up. So you see what
Okay.
we have time. We have time. So this is it. All right. So there are two things we can do here. Now let's click execute and let's see. Execute and let's see. Execute and let's see. So this is maybe a 3/4 or a half page, prompt, isn't it? So in this prompt, I've indicated the role, which is the person being in charge of what? The person being an astute community pharmacist. Are you guys with me? That role has been specified. 2, within the role, I've indicated a certain context. I said very conversant with what? The regions of Accra and what? Western region. All right. That is context within what? The role. Are you guys with me? I need a response.
Yes.
I'm talking to you.
Yes.
I need a response.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the task is your role is to develop. That is the task. Have you seen it? The task. An end-to-end constraint. End-to-end constraint. Standard operating procedures is constrained, but within context to help manage pharmacies in these areas. In which areas? Greater Accra and Western region. It's a constraint, right? As part of the details, in the operating procedures, context, we are looking at an end-to-end process. Context, how materials are sourced and drugs are sourced. Context, how they are retrieved, how they are managed. Context, how they are administered. Context, and then also the closures. Context and opening. Context, okay, and closing procedures. Context. In addition, still context, as an astute pharmacist, use high standards, constraints, and ensure that these SOPs are written in clear language, and in language professional what? In professional what language? Also what? Context. Constraint. All right. That users can just pick and get tasks what? Executed. All right. Context. At the end of this 5,000 worded SOP constraint, you should be able to provide a bibliography to show the sources of item of this information. Constraint. Now, imagine you are writing this SOP for the stakeholders. Context, including not just the users, context, but managers or owners of these pharmacies, constraint, and also policymakers within the industry, constraint, as well as industry players, constraint, and then regulators, constraint. And it should be written in such a manner that, for example, if there's an audit that has to be conducted, they will recognize that, there is a standard operating procedure that guides what they do. Constraint. Okay? That guides them. Administrators or those who administer drugs and all that to be able to do their work. Okay? For example, ISO standard require SOPs to be done to do some of these things. Context. Also, remember that since the target audience for the SOP is for stakeholders, ensure that these SOPs are not just written in a manner to justify a certain requirement, okay, constraint, but it is written in a manner that will be usable as stated earlier. All right, constraint. What I do not want you to do is that if you don't understand anything, you are assessing data and you are unsure about the source of the data, do not imagine, constraint. Just prompt me to provide you the data, constraint. You are also to ensure that you desist from using fake, unverifiable data and data that is constrained. Data that does not relate to what? The operations, okay, within the enclave of what? The pharmaceutical agencies. I wish you well, and remember that you are in charge. Now, this one, go down and let me see something. Yeah, let's go and see. No. Go down. Go down. Go down. This prompt, we are going to refine it, so don't worry. Because it was dictated, there are some gaps in there. Go down. What you have written, please go down.
Yes.
What did no? Scroll down. You're scrolling up. Yes. So no,
Okay.
but let's do that. In sequence. Yes. Okay. So we said 5,000 words, isn't it? Do you remember?
That's right.
So that guy who is a top pharmacist, that's how he's going to present his SOP document. All right. And you see that there are some links to show where the data was sourced from. You remember we asked them to provide verifiable data. Go down.
Data.
Go down. Purpose and scope. It gives regulatory and what? Standard what? You see the ISO 31,000 there. FDA mandate. Go down. Go down. Go down. Definition of application. Now you have what? Section 1. Rules and governance. Let's go down. Yeah, section 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, ethics and all that. Go down. Go down. Section 2, go down. I don't have too much time, boss. Let's go. Go down.
That's it.
Go down. Section 3 is there. Section 4 is there. You have section 5. Let's go. I want to see the number of sections we have. Section 6.
Section 6.
All right, let's go. Section 7, 8,
9.
that is the
10.
close. And
11.
then 11.
12.
13. And then the appendix. Okay. So this is how it's going to be. Now go down. Go down. I told it that go down. I want you to see something. Go down. I said that. So it's giving you option. Optional input that you want with pharmaceutical type is asking. These were the questions I think Dr. Ntiawa was asking. Number of outlets.
Yeah.
Right? System manual. Do you understand? OS, service office. You need to answer all these questions. If you have them, then when you are ready, you write what? Section 0. That is the front page. But before we do that, this is what I want you to do. You copied the distance, right? You copied it.
Yes, please.
You copied the data. Okay, so right here, let's write.
Yeah.
Refine the prompt below.
It's giving you the apple.
Refine the prompt below as a top as a top astute prompt engineer. Do it, global prompt engineer, global prompt engineer, global prompt engineer, prompt engineer in the pharmaceutical industry. Okay, just make the corrections. Okay, now do this for me. Click at the end. Okay, press on your shift key. Whilst your hand is on it, press enter. Your shift key. Once your hand is on the shift key, very good. Now paste the other prompt here. Paste it again. Good. So we are going to refine what I typed, right? As a super prompt. Now, because I didn't want the prompt that I typed first should have some errors in them, I want it to be refined before we use it. So click on it and see how it's going to refine this prompt. Let's look at it. No, it's going to refine it. So forget about the mistakes. Click on it.
Okay.
Click on it, please. Good. So this is a refined prompt you should copy and paste on the page, right? So I'm done with my part. As Dr. Boateng's. So Dr. Boateng is going to walk you through the intermediate and advanced prompting. Now, good. And I want to draw attention to something. What we have generated now, this will be about 2 pages, right? Go down. So go down. Go down. Go down. Good. Okay. Now let's go up. Let's go up. I want us to read some portions of it. So at the end of the day, we are training you to be able to generate something like this. Take note of it, right? So the refined prompt, see how it puts it. So the GPT itself is the mother prompter. Do you get it? Once you're able to give a proper context, all right, it refines it. See how it puts this. As an expert community pharmacist and farmer, can you press Control and plus so that it becomes a little bit bigger? Can you do that? Okay. Oh, I think that's too much. Press and do that and minus, or collapse the bar at your right side. Okay. So where do we start? I want to see where the top. Go to the top. No, top. Click on that thing. No.
Yeah. This
Click
one.
on. Yes. Good. So let me see. Where are you? Let's start from where we refine the prompt. Okay. So act as an expert community. Oh, boss, it's at the top. Oh.
This one.
No. This way. So act as. No, you are still scrolling. Is there any problem? So this is it. Are you okay? This is it.
Yes.
Joseph, act as an expert community pharmacist and pharmacy operations leader with deep familiarity with Ghana's community pharmacy practice, specifically operating realities in Greater Accra and Western Region, urban, urban supply chain, logistics. You see how it puts it, all right? Reliability, humidity, security, and all that. Your assignment, once I use your tax, the model understanding said your assignment is to develop what? A single end-to-end operating what? Procedures that can be used by frontline staff, branch managers, owners, policymakers, industry stakeholders and regulators. Have you seen how it puts it? Now,
Yes.
primary output, deliver a complete practical audit-ready SOP of approximately 5,000 words written in clear professional language that staff can execute immediately without ambiguity. How do you say that? Hello? How do you say this? So scope of the SOP end-to-end, cover the full operation life cycle. When I said end-to-end, that's how you understood it. For a community pharmacy, including procurement and sourcing of medicine and consumable, receiving inspection, acceptance, quarantine, and all that. Remember, the guy who is writing this thing is what? A top, astute person. So he's in the industry. You are not the one writing. You have bought the expertise, just $20 or with this thing, bought the expertise of somebody who is a top expert and is writing this thing for you. Do you see how the role play works? Receiving inspection, acceptance, quarantine, storage, FIFO, and all inventory, code, chain management, dispensary workflow, control, medicine. Please go down. Yeah, return calls, waste management, and then it's a quality and audit requirements. Write the SOP as a quality management system aligned. Do you remember I said something like that with ISO? Align documents suitable for audit and inspection. Ensure every procedure include purpose, scope, definition, role, responsibility, step-by-step procedure written as action steps using imperative verbs.
Mm-hmm.
Every word I use, the AI understood it. But the good thing is because there was a role play, that person take precedence and try to understand what I said. Okay.
To proper context.
So what I said you might think, okay, he just dictated. And people will say that it's cheap, but that person cannot dictate what I did. He might not be able to write so that the AI can take this context. So if you say that what I did, what we have done is the AI did it, the AI couldn't have done it without the context given to it. Do you get it? Then it goes on and on. Let's go down, on and on. Standard and regulatory alignment, okay? Anchor the SOP in recognized citable standard and garner regulatory relevant community pharmacy and medicine distribution. Use authoritative sources such as FDA, Pharmaceutical Council, and WHO ISO framework. Go down. And critical constraints. See, no fabricated data. Do you remember I said that?
Yes, please.
That's how the AI understands it. Do not invent what? Statistics. Now you see that the AI cannot predict what? Truth, cannot confirm truth. So I say, do not invent it. Thresholds, legal clauses, or local rules. If a specific numeric requirement, legal detail, or original operation assumption is needed, and you cannot confirm it from a reliable sources, do the following instead. Clearly flag it as data needed for what? The user. Ask a precise what question to obtain it. Provide a placeholder format that the user can fill. And then, for example, temperature logs and all that. Tone and usability. Keep the language professional and direct. I've said it. Avoid vague phrases like ensure proper instead. Do you understand? Make the SOP usable as a daily operational guide, not a theoretical what? Policy. Formatting requirement. Use numbering, headings, section 1, section 2. For each process, use this repeatable structure and then SOP template. It gives you the template. See, you can take this thing that I've given you, this one, and use it as your template. So this is your first prompt library template. You put it somewhere. You can use it to write SOPs for every activity. Just say that apply this in the area of what? Police enforcement. In the area of what? So this becomes the context. And that's game over. This thing, somebody can make $10,000 out of it, the consultant, and begin to write something. Yes, they can make that money out of it. And this is how prompt engineering, how very useful it becomes. Dr. Watson, please take over. Boss, I swear to God, if you don't copy this thing, give them the thing where they go take give you, they go take give you. Yes, let me show you what to do.
Okay.
I think you were doing something before you brought this one, Was it a clean page? You started? Was it an empty page you started?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, then go down left. So you see at the top right where it says share.
Top
Top right.
Yeah.
Yeah, click.
Okay, so I will share this on the WhatsApp.
Go down. Let me make sure you share before. Oh, Master, right now we are in your hands, so calm down. Calm down. Click on share link, copy link, copy link, copy link. Yeah, put it in the chat, in the Zoom chat, and also put it on our platform. And then Dr. Boateng, take over.
Okay.
I beg you people see
You know, post yet.
Please.
You people see
It's in the
You
Zoom
know,
chat
post
now.
yet.
You know, use the
Yes.
platform.
Oh no, but please don't share your screen. Don't because when we are recording, all these things will come in. Let me stop you sharing. Dr. Watson, please take over. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Are we done copying?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can I have your attention?
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. So,
Yeah.
in fact, Dr. Wesson didn't stick to his term, so we have a less time. Wherever we'll reach, tomorrow we'll continue.
Dr. Watson, you take your time from tomorrow's work, please. I beg you.
But
I'm saying that you take your time. If you are not able to finish tomorrow, you take the first section. Okay.
all right. Okay, so
don't rush. Please. Don't rush. Just take your time.
okay. So, at the end of this session, we should be able to write a strong prompt using a simple template, the prompt that Dr. Boyson just gave us. At the end of this session, we should be able to drive our own for every purpose. Everything that we want to do, we should be able to write a complete standard prompt. Then we should be able to also use key prompt mode for real work tasks. Then combine modes into a workflow. Then apply one advanced method for complex tasks. Yes. The prompt that we've been writing, there are some you need to take a lot of time before you can come up with a standard to get what you want. Because it needs accurate data and verifiable data and sources of the data. So if you don't put in all the apparatus at work, you end up getting what is not reliable and accurate. So this is where we need to perfect our prompt engineering skills. So let's move ahead. We know what artificial intelligence is, don't we? Can someone just tell us what it means? From day one till now, at least we've been mentioning it, and we should be able to. Hello?
Hi.
Please don't sit back and listen to me. It's an interactive
Hello.
session. So when I ask a question,
Hello.
yeah, you must
Yes.
respond so that I can be very interactive and engaging. Yeah. So
Okay, very well.
in one words, simple term, what is artificial intelligence from what we have learned so far? Someone trying? Okay, Opoku, let's hear you.
It is the ability of the machines and systems to perform a task which normally will have been performed by human intelligence.
Great. That's perfect. Thank you very much, Opoku. So as he rightly said, artificial intelligence refers to the simulation of human intelligence in machines that are programmed to think and learn like humans. As simple as that. These intelligence systems are capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and language translation. Naomi, are you around? Is Naomi off? Oh, she's there. Just wanted to draw her attention to something. Okay, if it's not around.
She's around.
Oh, okay.
I can see her here.
Maybe she's not close by her PC. That's the disadvantage of Zoom teaching. Anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to draw her attention. She was talking about speech recognition or translation and all those things.
Okay, I'm here, please. I'm here. I didn't know you said my name. I'm here.
No, I put it to you. You are multitasking.
In fact, everything you say shall be used against you at the law court. No, so you were talking about language translation that the AI was struggling to, identify whether a name or it's a word. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you train it well, especially the one we are going to have, the VPF framework, which is on a different level altogether, it is able to, come down to our level, localize our, work for us. Yesterday, Dr. Boyson was talking about using it to create music and all those things. He even played some for us. Initially, when you use it to compose a song, the accent and everything sounds foreign. It's like an American singing or an European singing. But with the VPF, if you invoke it and ask it to use local voices, it will be able to sing as if it is a Ghanaian singing or an African singing. So when we get there, all this your problem will be solved. So let's continue. Then we also talked about the prompt. So we want to know what the prompt is and why it matters at all to us. I think we mentioned about the prompt yesterday. So what did we say it was?
Is the instruction we give to the AI in simple terms.
Great. The instruction you give to the AI is what we call a prompt. So the instruction you give to the AI to perform a task for you becomes what we call the prompt. And this instruction is not everyone who can do it perfectly to get what is required from the AI. It takes some level of skill. And this is the skill we are here to build. Like how Dr. Boyson dictated a prompt. He did that effortlessly because he knew what he was doing. He is a master of what? Prompting. And that is why he was able to do that. There's not everyone that can do that off head like that. So we are here to also build ourselves to be able to do exactly what he was doing. So we are also made to understand yesterday, from yesterday's lesson, that when you give a vague prompt, you definitely get a vague response. And this is a common rule in computing. Garbage in, garbage out. Is that all we say?
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you prompt an AI and you get wrong response, please don't blame the AI. Who should we rather blame?
Blame yourself.
Great.
If you don't go to heaven, don't blame Jesus.
So now that we know this, we'll be able to correct those who have been accusing AI of churning out chaff. Tell them they are the chaff the AI is bringing out and not the AI. So clear prompt produce structured and usable output. If your prompt is not clear, it means you are not going to get a very structured and usable output. That is what it simply means. Prompting is like giving a precise brief to an assistant. So, Madam Superintendent, if you detail your assistant to go to court to represent you in prosecuting someone, the performance of the assistant at the courtroom will depend on how precise you're able to brief your assistant. So the same way, the AI also behaves. So we say that the same AI can produce poor or excellent work. It all depends on how you brief it. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are going to prompt the AI, put this at the back of your mind so that you'll be able to do the right thing for you to get the right results. So we want prompts that are specific enough to reduce errors and save time. You know, when you prompt and the results are not the one you want, you keep on trying and trying and trying, which also, consume time. But you want the right one. So this is where you have to pay attention to what goes into the prompt before issuing or executing it. So let's look at an example of prompts. This is a vague version. Help me write a report. If you tell the AI this, what do you think will happen? Any idea?
Sometimes to ask you further questions as to what reports, how do you want me to write it? But I think there's one that I would ask you all the questions, and then if you answer, it will help you to structure.
What it means is that the AI is also confused with what you want.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Because it doesn't understand where to start from and where to end.
And in
So let's look
addition,
at,
maybe you can make some suggestions,
okay,
probably to guide you, yes, as to where you want to, or what we want to do.
great. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you are writing a prompt and it is vague, you will not get anything from the AI. What you get is chaff. So let's look at this one.
So I tried something here, and he says I can help, but I need a bit more clarity before I draft anything substantive. Please tell me the following as briefly as possible. Then so many options: purpose, audience, subject matter, length and format, tone, and so on and so forth.
All right. Thank you very much for that quick. So let's then look at this one. You are a professional report writer, okay? Draft a one-page incident summary report based on the details I will provide. Use headings, background, timeline, key findings, evidence gaps, next steps, and then keep it formal and factual. This is an improved version of that simple prompt, which is very vague. True or false?
True.
Now, let's look at the best version. The same prompt. We are building on it. You are a professional report writer. Before drafting, ask me 6 questions that you must know to produce an accurate incident summary report. Now, you've mentioned the type of report, isn't it? After I answer, write the report using headings, background, timeline, key findings, evidence gaps, next steps, and then use a formal tone and avoid, I think I didn't add it. So I wanted to say avoid hallucination or avoid informal or long talk, something of that sort. So we realize that with each prompt, there is an improvement over the other. So if you are learning a prompt, this is how you might go. You start from somewhere, practice it until you become perfect. So this brings us to what prompt engineering is and the benefit it has across all professions. We have various backgrounds here. Engineers are here, pastors are here, security officers, every profession is here. And as we said yesterday, AI is here for everyone. AI doesn't discriminate. The artisans who are roaming about without any iota of word from AI, they don't have any information as to whether there is even an existence of anything AI. They rather even need this. The shoemakers, the seamstresses and tailors, the architects, building architects, designers, the mention anything. Farmers, when I say farmers, every type of farming, fish farming, poultry, the crop farming itself, they all need AI. It will interest you to know that a student of ours was doing some project. We used to call him Nkokon Ketenkete. In fact, if you check the mortality rate for poultry in Ghana here, it is around 27%. Meaning, if you have 100-day-old chicks to start with, by the time they will grow, 27 might have died. But with the help of AI, this student of ours was able to reduce this mortality rate to 2%. How did he do it? Every day when he wakes up, he will just take the picture of the fowls, the chicken, take the picture of their feed and water, upload it onto the AI. He wasn't using any special AI. He was using ChatGPT in doing this. And then prompt the AI to tell him what he needs to do in order for the chicken to remain healthy and grow faster. The AI will detail everything that he needs to do. And he also followed religiously. And that is what led to that decline in mortality rate. Dr. Bison was also doing a project on catfish farm, where he always take the picture of the fish and the water, the condition of the water, feed it into the AI, and the AI would tell him whether he needs to drain the water, the kind of feed based on their size, the kind of feed he should give them, and the quantity and everything. And as a result, the catfish, instead of growing within 6 months, by 3 months, they were fully grown such that they can be sent to the market. So what I'm trying to bring is that AI is for every profession, cut across. All we need to do is know how to communicate with the AI. And this is what prompt engineering is all about. So prompt engineering is the art and science of designing input what we call the prompt. That guides the AI models, especially language models like ChatGPT, to produce desired output. I hope that explanation is clear.
Yes, please.
It is a critical skill for leveraging the full potential of AI in various applications, from content creation to data analytics. As I indicated earlier on, every field it cut across. And when you know the prompting, you'll be able to do everything with the AI. Dr. Boyson was talking about using the ChatGPT to do data analysis. I've also been using it. It can give you better analysis. Now I don't even open my SPSS software, because everything SPSS will do, AI can do and do it better, depending on how you are able to prompt it. And that is why I keep on saying that if you don't know what you're doing, the AI cannot tell you what to do. You need to understand your analytical skills before you be able to do the prompting and put in the right jargons. So prompt engineering means designing prompts to get more accurate, useful, and consistent output. The benefits of knowing prompt engineering is to increase your speed, for quality purpose, for control, and consistencies. As I said, AI cut across sectors. Can use it for investigation, Madam Police, for engineering, for the engineers, education, for the educationists, consultants, and training for the training and development experts. So let's look at the 5-part prompt recipe, what I usually call the prompt formula. Every strong prompt usually contains the following: the rule. Remember when Dr. Boyson was dictating, he assigned a role to the AI. What role was that?
An astute pharmacy.
Great. So if you want the AI point of view, just give the role, assign it a role. And it's going to behave like that person you said it should act as. And not the ordinary. in Accra and Takra. That's the context, so that it will know exactly what to do. And then they should be constrained. You should give it boundaries. Don't allow it to do what it wants. If you need just 5 pages, tell it to do 5 pages. If it is 10,000 words, tell it to write 10,000 words so that it doesn't do less or more. And then you should tell it the output format that you want it to be. Do you want in a table format? Let it know. What kind of format do you want it? Do you want it to be in a formal tone? Should it be in a bullet point form? Just include it in your prompt. So if you include these 5 parts, what you have done is that you've cut down confusion and rework. Did we get that?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So whenever you are writing a prompt that is more detailed, make sure all these 5 parts are present. If it doesn't require a rule, at least the rest should be present. Now let's look at this example that has all these there. So you are a senior workplace trainer. What does that mean?
The role.
The
Create a 1-page briefing note on preventing workplace fraud for new staff in Ghana.
The task.
Great. Use simple English and avoid jargon.
Constraint.
Context.
Which is which?
Context.
Okay. Include exactly 5 common fraud red flags and exactly 5 practical preventions.
Constraint.
That's the constraint. Great. Present the briefing note using clear headings and bullet points throughout.
Output format.
Output format.
That's the format you want it to be. So you see, if you follow this simple rule here, you'll be able to write a good prompt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to write a good prompt, just copy this and use. You are a senior police officer with international repute who is known for your investigative abilities. Your task is to investigate this hardcore criminal who has been arrested recently. Madam Police, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Then you provide a context. Then you brief the AI, the details of the whole issue. and then give constraints and the output, the format you want it, whether you want it in paragraph form, in table form, in bullet point form, or whatever you want it to be. I hope that's clear.
Yes, please.
So looking at this one, you are a professional email writer. You are tasked to draft an email to my director requesting approval for a 2-day training. The context is here. The training is for 30 staff. It improves productivity and compliance, and it costs 7,500 cedis. Here's the constraint: polite, persuasive, and under 160 words. The output format is subject line plus email body. So I think if we adopt this template, it's going to help us a lot. Now, prompt quality checklist. If you want your prompt, who is this having its mic on?
I think Peter.
Peter, please mute your mic. Yeah, we've been getting some feedback from your background. Okay, thank you. So this is what I call prompt quality checklist. If you want to have a quality prompt, there's a checklist you should follow. The other one was what? A template, right?
Yes, it was.
And this one is a checklist.
Yeah, I think.
Yes. So the first one is clarity. If you are writing a prompt, you yourself should read and see whether there is clarity in what you've written. If you find it difficult assimilating what you have penned down, then it is also underneath. So you should be more clearer. The next thing is to provide a context. So that's in the template. Context here means providing sufficient background information while detail is helpful. Overly verbose prompts can dilute the focus. So you should balance the key. Did we get that?
Yes.
And then there should be a command. Use direct language to instruct the AI on what to do. If you want it to explain something, just say explain. If you want it to describe something for you, just say describe. If you want it to create something for you, just say create. Now, these are guardrails for safety, sensitivity, and accuracy. Always ask for missing facts instead of guessing. Separate facts from opinions. For sensitive topics, use respectful tone and caution. For high stakes, request sources or verify with evidence. This is what we don't do, and the AI give us citations that we cannot trace. So if you are prompting and it requires quoting sources or citing sources, you should let the AI know that you want only verifiable sources, data. You should not take anything that cannot be verified. So this is where professionals protect themselves. You want output you can defend. Today I was reading someone's post on LinkedIn. Apparently the person is a university teacher who is supervising a student, and he has cut the reference portion and uploaded, and was saying he has caught the student red-handed. All the references with DOIs were wrong and non-existent. So he's been caught.
Dr. Watson, you
obviously the student was using AI.
Doc, you have 2 minutes to 9, so you should be wrapping up.
Yes. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you don't know how to request sources or verify with evidence, the AI also give you whatever it thinks and fabricate some for you. So prompt engineering is very, very important and crucial in everything that we do with the AI. So guardrails tells the AI what not to do. Don't hallucinate. Don't assume. Don't overclaim. Tell the AI these words so that it won't do it. Are we there?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Great. So, an example, you are my assistant preparing a public statement. Use only the facts I provide. If any key fact is missing, ask me questions first. Do not invent names, dates, or figures. And when you come to the output, 1, 3-sentence public statement. 2, 5 anticipated media questions with safe answers. You've gathered what you want the AI to give you. And this is what makes us good prompt engineers. So on this note, since our time is up, we'll end here, and tomorrow we continue from here. Thank you very much for your attention. If you have any questions,
Thank
you can ask so that we clarify before we go.
So are we going to have the deck for you and Dr. Boyson's deck?
You mean the slides?
Yeah, the slides. We have access to it.
We'll get you all the materials. Don't worry.
Okay.
The manual I gave to you, I bet you no one has read it, right?
Very true.
So
Dog, I'm reading it. I was reading it, but I got to a place I was frankly confused.
so that's why it's better we go through before these materials are given, so that you'll be motivated to read. But just putting the materials around doesn't really. If you are reading, fine. But I can tell you just 1%, and that's the experience we've had. Students will clamor for, hey, give me this, give me this. You give it to them, they will not read. But I pray that you guys change, and because if you have time and you read, you see that. I mean, today, Dr. Ntiamwa spent almost close to 4 hours. And let him tell you, if he's on the platform, he will tell you.
I'm here.
Tell them. I mean, what that engagement, what he had out.
Yes. So I was using the platform to kind of help me build a training material. So I started putting in the prompts, and I got to a point, I got stuck. It won't tell me anything, and I can't even delete it, and I was just there. So I reached out to Dr. Boyce, and he said, yeah, he knows what is happening. So I had to copy the prompt and delete the chat I was on, then go and create a new one. And then he gave me a trick. And today he showed you guys what the trick was. And then I started going through, and I was able to get some of the material. Even as we speak now, I'm still working on it. And the prompt, I got the correct prompt, everything. It gave me the material, everything, but how to put it in PowerPoint, the AI couldn't do it. So right now, as about 20 minutes ago, I said invoke VPF and then convert all the material to PowerPoint, and then it came back and said yes. Now it's been corrected and all of that. So they've given me one page. If I confirm and everything is correct, then they'll add the rest of I think it's about 55-page document. So I'm waiting for it to finalize and to complete it. So as they are saying, everything they are saying is true.
Your people have not been introduced to VPF. Don't scare us, right? They will do VPF on Friday.
You started invoking VPF.
Yeah, you started invoking spirits. Please.
Now I need to know how to use heaven and excellences.
Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
All of us will get, okay?
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tomorrow.
Yeah. So another trick, if it is keeping too long, just go there and ask, are you not done? So that you wake up. Yeah.
I will ask question. He will tell me he's sorry. He will give excuse. Say this is on me several times. He's been doing that several times.
What I gave you was just, some of the, initial things you have to do. But these are things that will go into deep, right?
Okay.
With time. You remember we said that this 5-day or 6-day training is the initial one. It will take another 2 days.
Another 2 days.
Complex training, and then we take it outside there. Only when you are right now, you are more positioned in terms of your foundations, more grounded than Dr. Boateng has to go through zigzag and then get where he is. Do you understand? But he will tell you that you have a more structured training. You understand? Than their group. And that's why some of them have joined. All right. What we are teaching here, large language models and those things, were never taught. Right? We went straight and we're dealing with the prompt. But you are getting a very good foundation. So just take advantage of that. And don't run ahead of time. Take it slowly. You understand? And that is really going to help you. My colleague is here. I just want him to know that I know he's here. Mr. Francis Mafu, I know you are here. And ordinarily,
yes, Doc, I'm here.
I know you don't like talking, so you can hide.
Yes,
So
yes.
good to see you here. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to see you. Cram came, I think, yesterday, and then a day before yesterday, I saw him.
Oh, okay. I couldn't make it the previous
It was only yesterday I couldn't join. I was out for some assignment. So yesterday's video, I'm waiting for it to watch.
No, it's on. Okay, I'll send it to you. I'll send both to you.
So I was there on day 1 and today.